So if you have played the demo for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you will know that once the Junon region starts, you get the mountain Chocobo. However, in the full game, that's not the case. You are going to have to wrangle the Chocobo in order to be able to use it. And yeah, I made the mistake once entering the region after coming out of the Mithril Mines of going off in the completely wrong direction and exploring most of the map on foot before I actually found out where you need to be to get the Chocobo. Interestingly, by the way, the Chocobo in the demo was really just a standard Chocobo with a mountain Chocobo skin. It couldn't actually traverse to higher landscapes, whereas here in the full game, obviously it can. So first off, before we actually wrangle the black Chocobo, we do need to begin the side quest that allows us to do so, and that's going to be at another Chocobo ranch, similar to the one in the grasslands. And in order to reach this location, starting from the exit to the Mithril Mines, which is incidentally also exactly where the demo started for this region, you are going to head down the hill here, past the black hooded cloaks, and then just traverse the path over to the actual Chocobo farm. It's actually not all that difficult to find once you know where it is, but because there are no locations on the map pointing you to where this is going to be, then that's how you can end up making the mistake that I made, where you just end up going the completely wrong way. But hopefully with this guide, that's not going to happen. So once you've reached the ranch itself, you want to speak to the owner of it. His name is Gabe, and he's going to give you a little bit of dialogue, but ultimately it's going to begin the side quest that requires you to wrangle that black Chocobo. The location of that is actually easy to find, mostly because of the fact that it's only 200 meters away and you have the side quest objective leading you straight to it. However, before you go off and do that, be aware that it is actually quite a bit more challenging than the wrangling of the grasslands Chocobo. So you may want to pause the video, go and give that a go yourself, and if you run into any trouble or are unsure what to do, then at least I'll be here waiting for you, and here is the actual solution. So the main difference with this actual wrangling experience is the fact we're going to be using these carts here. So the first one, really easy, just press the button and then follow it along carefully so that the Chocobos on the other side of it don't see you. Now, the speed of these does tend to be a little bit inconsistent, in my opinion. So the first one doesn't tend to be a problem, but for some of the others, you might need to use the roll feature if they start to go a little bit too fast so that you don't fall behind. But as you can see, this first one is really easy. Now, for the second cart, we need to activate the switch, which is not next to the cart. Now, you can use my method, which is to activate it and then roll over quickly to the cart before the Chocobos see. Or you can actually throw a stone over to the button, and that will mean that you won't have to rush over to the cart as quickly. I didn't actually know that at the time. I realised afterwards, but I do want to point that out to you. As you can see, the cart is a little bit faster than I am. So, yeah, just be aware of that. You might need to roll so the Chocobos don't see you. But once you head into this bush here, this is where things get a little bit more interesting, because you can actually see the black Chocobo now that we are going to be wrangling. But we can't do it just yet, and there's a whole bunch of other Chocobos in the way. Now, there are some rocks. However, the Chocobos themselves don't care about the rocks, as you can see. It took me a bit of time to figure this out, I'm ashamed to say. But instead, the rock is to throw at the switch, which you can see here. Once you do that, then the cart will start moving. Now, it is going to go the wrong way. You're going to have to stick with it. It's a bit of a journey. For the sake of convenience, I'll speed the video up a little bit for you. But it's really important that you stay out of line of sight of the Chocobos, which means that after you pass the steel cart on the other side, you want to cross over now carefully on the cart to the other side as well. As you can see, the Chocobo over the tracks there almost got a glimpse of me, but I managed to get out of trouble. And then as we come around, be careful the black Chocobo doesn't see you. And once you get round to the other side of the black Chocobo, then you can go ahead and just approach it in order to wrangle it. And that's all there is to it. Once you've done that, then the side quest is complete, and you will be able to go ahead and ride the mountain Chocobo in the Junon region for the rest of the game. So folks, I do hope this guide has helped you to get your own mountain Chocobo for the Junon region. If it has, please don't forget you can support the channel just by subscribing for future content and dropping a like if the video did help. So thank you so much for watching, folks. Have fun with FF7 Rebirth, and I'll catch you in the next one.